So I got to tell you some funny stuff about this cold and cough I'm fighting. So this is a very rare case, where the germaphobe right here got it first. And you had it actually pretty bad for about 5 days. And it is pretty funny because right after Debbie got it, she says to me, she goes, do you have any symptoms? And I'm like, no, I have no symptoms. Because I think she was hoping to pin it on me. She's hoping that I had given it to her. But
not only that, but I lecture everybody, like in the studio and stuff. I always talk about how, hey, did you Purell? Did you wash your hands? Did you rub your eyes? I mean, it's really kind of funny. And so I was like, really? This really had to happen?
And to be honest, I didn't think I would get it because 3 or 4 days went by. I was completely
you were fine.
normal.
You were fine until you drank out of my cup. I think that's what did it.
Maybe.
I think that's what did it. But anyway, you are doing a lot better.
I'm doing a lot better.
I wasn't actually doing this
Yesterday
well.
I was a little droopy. Yeah. I probably sounded a little bit feeble.
Yeah, but this is why you had me join you so that we can kind of not make it all on you.
And then this weekend I'm going to Atlanta for the Turning Point screening, so I want to be back to normal by then. I should be by tomorrow. I've actually canceled some media today to make my life easy and just kind of sleep it through.
Yeah.
Hey, here's something interesting. So apparently the White House has hired a prominent lawyer, Richard Sauber, because they think that not only are the Republicans going to unleash a series of investigations, but they might start impeaching Biden.
Oh, my goodness. So, he's getting ready.
He deserves it, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And this guy is a top lawyer at the Department of Veterans Affairs.
Yeah.
And they're moving him into the White House.
When you think about it, why shouldn't we? I mean, they impeached Trump over trumped-up charges. They weren't even real charges.
This is the key. That
right?
Right. They impeached him because they could. And we should impeach Biden because we can. Exactly. Especially, there doesn't have to be, people are like, what's the reason? There doesn't have to be, there are plenty of reasons.
Because my gas was $100 when I filled up the other day.
I can give you 10 reasons to impeach the guy. So it's not that we're lacking a reason. But the important thing is not the reason. The important thing is to do it and then produce the reasons that
Yeah, no, they did. They actually manufactured reasons. They didn't have any evidence.
And the idea here, by the way, is no, we're not going to get 60 votes in the Senate to get rid of Biden. But what impeachment does is it completely paralyzes the administration. It ties them down. It puts
that would also do it just if we won the House back, right?
Just the House would be sufficient, but it'd be even better if you have the House and the Senate. It puts a dark cloud over the Biden administration, puts a scar on Biden that will last permanently. So, and it teaches the Democrats an important lesson, which is that, you know what? Two can play at this game. So I think that's actually quite important. Yeah. Now, the Democrats continue to say that they think that they're going to do okay in the midterms, but their actions show.
Well, but here's the thing about this impeachment thing. We have too many rhinos who will probably not want to do it. They'll be like, "Oh, come on, guys, we're not going to play their game." You know how
they like to be above the fray and morally superior to the other side.
So I think that for that reason, I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I know that.
Well, the simple truth is, it doesn't matter if they're rhinos or not, though, because it's going to be up to Kevin McCarthy. If Kevin McCarthy is the speaker,
you think he's a little?
He's not so much of a rhino. He's just more of an establishment guy. He's going to weigh whether or not this seems like a politically smart move. And
but
if it does,
Republicans always think that that's not right. You know, they always want to do. They don't play dirty. We have to learn to play dirty with these people. I'm serious. We can't allow them to continue to do these things.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, by the way, there are some people who have been saying that impeachment is a remedy for 2,000 mules. And but in some ways it's not, because think about it. If in some way, some miracle, impeachment were to succeed and Biden were to be out, well, who comes in? The cackling monster, Harris.
Oh, no.
And she too is a beneficiary of exactly the same things described in 2,000 Mules.
Yeah.
So in a way, the only remedy the Constitution seems to provide for a situation, as like we have in the movie, is really inadequate. I don't think the Constitution envisioned precisely this kind of a possibility.
They didn't know the kind of shysters we were going to have in the year 2020, did they?
No,
do you think
apparently not.
Do you think our founders like went, you know, in the year 2020, America is going to be, they're going to just, the Democrats and the Republicans. I mean,
well, remember too. Well, I mean, at the founding,
then,
there wasn't even a two-party system.
Wasn't.
The two-party system
now,
developed later.
Do you think that was it in fact Washington who said a two-party system was bad? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, Washington's party was, of course, the Federalist Party,
yeah.
and then
but that was the only party, right?
Initially, and so Washington was uncontested. But then Jefferson started the Democratic Republican Party, and then that created a two-party system.
Right.
The Federalists and the Republicans, or the Jeffersonian Republicans. Eventually, the Federalists went out of business, and the Jeffersonian Republicans were the only party. Then that party split under Andrew Jackson into a Whig and a Democratic Party.
You know, it just seems like human nature does that just automatically.
It creates a binary situation with the two parties. Yeah, and very interesting.
But yeah, I mean, the kind of shysters we have in the year 2020, I'm not sure anybody could have predicted that, well, except God, of course. But, you know, I don't know. And to be honest, I don't know if our party, the Republicans, have it in us to fight these kind of shysters, these kind of mafioso types, you know, that we have now, because I do think that we don't know how to cheat, we don't know how to lie. Usually, you know, we don't. It just takes a special kind of person. Evil
it's
person
a famous
to
line,
do this, you
this
know?
is from The Second Coming by Yeats, that the best lack all conviction and the worst are full of passionate intensity. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
The Republicans are sort of inert.
Yeah.
They lack all conviction, and the worst people, the Obama types, the Democrats, are full of passionate intensity.